Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. I know that there was no video on Monday, and I know that there's been quite a few times where there hasn't been videos recently. There was no video on Monday because it's a bank holiday in England, and I know that not everywhere gets bank holidays, and so I didn't upload, which was a very good thing because it was Ali's manager's wedding that weekend, and I was in no fit state to be working. That was a very wild weekend, but so wonderful. So yeah, I hope you had a good weekend, and I apologise that I've been missing videos left, right and centre. It's just, at the moment, I think this is such a busy month, and I'm also kind of getting to the point where I'm like, I don't necessarily always feel like I need to put out a video. It's more that I want to put out a good video. I hope that makes sense. But yes, anyway, I'm back. Hi, how are you doing? And we are very fast approaching the end of August, and we will be moving into September. If you don't know, I wrote a book called Evergreen, and Evergreen is basically focused all around the healing powers of nature, leaning into the seasons, the seasonality of life, and just hopefully living a very lovely life. And autumn for me very much starts at the beginning of September. Technically, I think it's like the 22nd of September, but September is an autumnal month for me. And so I've had to get quite strict with not starting to talk too much about autumn in August, but also understanding that there's going to be that element of preparation. And so in this video, I'm more getting ready for the end of summer, having a bit of a end of summer clear out of my dressing room, packing things down, focusing more on organising, clearing, that kind of thing, so that when it comes to September, we can start thinking about like autumn decor, getting the house ready, and leaning more into the seasons for September, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to just get on top of a lot of things. I feel like I've been here, there and everywhere, and I still very much am here, there and everywhere. As I speak to you, we are prepping for a shoot tomorrow. This is more of like a press, like photo shoot for like an exciting thing coming up that I can't tell you about now, which I feel really bad about. I hate it when people mention things and they're like, you can't tell you about it, but I can't. And so hopefully you'll be able to see those very soon. I'm shooting with the incredible Dan Kennedy, who is like a really amazing photographer. I particularly love his work with Mrs. Alice, and he's shot just some of the most incredible celebrities, from like Jerry Halliwell. So I'm really excited for this. So there's an element of that. I've got to plan outfits and that kind of thing. But really, I came on here to tell you how much I bloomin' love my outfit today. In fact, I feel like this is one of those ones that needs to make it onto TikTok, because people often ask me, what is it that I wear when I'm like, I want to be comfortable, but I want to look nice. And this is through and through one of those outfits. I feel like this is so chic. This color as well is probably one of my favorite colors for autumn. This is like a silky two-piece with like wide legs. I don't know if you can see it. It's from River Island, and I feel like this is not a brand that you will have heard me speak about much on my channel over the years, and it's one of those brands that is on its own like glow up journey at the moment, which I love. This is my favorite outfit so far, so I popped a little cami underneath it. But you know when you want something that's like chic, relaxed and comfortable, this feels like, you know, the pajama trend, but it not looking like pajamas. And if you think about like adding like a bag to this and how cute, hold on, wait, I've got to show you. Like, just like a big oversized bag. I actually feel like my Rouge H Hermes would look so nice with this as well. But like a big oversized bag. This is great for like a travel two-piece. But for me, this is like perfect for wearing around the house. You could easily, very easily transition this as well to something more sort of autumnal as well. So you could put a ivory cashmere jumper underneath this as well, which is just gonna add that layer of warmth. Also probably like my summer walk plimsoll thingies perfect for going with this. But I just had to, you know, when you're like, I just need to put this on TikTok, because that is what people always ask me for, is Lydia, what do you wear when you want to be comfortable but you also want to look nice? You could also add like, oh gosh, where is everything? Hold on. I feel like these outfits are always the outfits that like accessories change it up. So like these gold earrings instantly give it that luxe, minimal kind of vibe. But you can also add like jumpers over the top. So this is like a grey cashmere jumper, which if you wanted to add some warmth over the shoulders, this is my style hack of all style hacks. But yes, so it's from River Island, and I am working with River Island on this video, which unexpected, and I feel like backstory is hugely important with this. But it's not really been a brand that I've ever shopped at, and I met with the team a while ago because they are sort of going through their own transition where they are really taking River Island as we know it and bringing it into a new sphere. So I've been able to see all of the sort of plans for the brand, the future designs, the direction, and look at all of that before sort of working with them and seeing what is coming. I am super excited. This feels to me almost as if we're getting a slightly elevated, like new contender in the sort of H&M world, just offering those even sort of cooler, more special, elevated, a sort of tier above. Does that make sense? And I was so excited for this, and I feel like this outfit really sets the tone for me in terms of what to expect, because it is so elegant while still having that touch of cool, and is still feeling very in line for me in terms of this time of year with those richer tones. So yeah, I will link this down below, and I will be showing you some more pieces that I have absolutely loved. The thing that I love as well is River Island is a British owned business. It is still a family owned business, which I had no idea about, and I think that those things, that's really something that I feel like maybe they've not spoken a lot about, but I think is so wonderful and almost unheard of nowadays. So I'm really excited to see what's to come, but also to share these with you. But I will link this two-piece down below. I also want this in so many different colours, you have no idea. It is the most comfortable outfit ever. I have no other words for this. It's so comfortable. I've just been doing an interview with Hello, and I felt like I was just sat there in my pyjamas. It was wonderful. I'm going to try on a few different pieces from River Island and show you all of the bits that I love, because there is so much here. I always like to have these things kind of steamed. I almost feel like sometimes if I unbox them with you, pulling them out of the box maybe doesn't show them looking their best. I always say you've got to steam these products, you've got to try them on, you've got to style them. So yeah, let's get into the rail and I'll show you some of my favourite bits. Okay, I actually wanted to show you a little bit more of like the wearing versus styling of this piece, because I am in love. I really hope that River Island do this in other colours. So this is probably like the most relaxed way, and this is like a bit more chic, so I'd probably wear it like this out and about. Obviously before it was more like my at-home style with like a vest up underneath or like a cashmere t-shirt, something like that. But this is very much like you could be going like walking in, like going on like a city break or something like that. I always like to set the scene. You could have like a clutch like this. The one thing I love is having the shirt a little bit open, although I need a hack for like making that stay, if anyone knows, other than boob tape, because I find it so uncomfortable and it just peels off and doesn't really work that well. So yeah, this would kind of be the vibe for more of like a summer vacation, but also I love the idea of like knotting it as well if you want to create more of a shape with it. Obviously the trousers have pockets, so always adds an element of style, but you can knot it like that to give it a bit more. I kind of like to let it billow at the back like that. You could go for like a raffia clutch or something like that. You could also just go for a basket bag. Now I also feel like I love the warmth of the chocolate with a little bit of like burgundy going into the next season. I think even just like a burgundy knit or something underneath is such a lovely little vibe. I've gone for 3 colours as well, not to overcomplicate things. Some cute little ballet flats which are comfortable, super casual, and this is good for like running errands as well. I've got a vintage bag, which I think adds to that more vintage feel of the outfit as well. It just feels very luxurious but like carefree, which I love. This top is giving me all of the like Chloe Isabel Marant vibes, and I am in love. I feel like the Beaufort and Blake lovers of the world are going to love this as well, because it's got these fluted frill sleeves, but they're not overly done, there's not too much detail to them, and then this sort of bib detailing as well, paired with some like matching white jeans. I just feel like this is so wonderful and paired back. When I'm standing far back, you can't actually see how lovely the detail is on this. I love it styled with these accessories for the end of summer. I think it just softens the white a little bit, but there are so many possibilities to this outfit. I popped it with a pair of little ballet flats just to complement the raffia of the basket bag, but imagine this with a Barber jacket over the top. It's such a lovely way to add a more feminine feel to a Barber jacket if you want boots and jeans, and this with a traditional Barber jacket over the top and boots. Again, it's that like feminine touch. And take it through to the autumn winter season. This colour is always a really good option for complementing those lighter tones, so going for those deeper Merlot shades. Just work really well with neutrals, whites, ivory tones, which I don't stop wearing in the winter months or the autumn months either. I actually think they look really beautiful if styled alongside those more like berry richer tones. You could tuck it in, but apparently that's a millennial thing, and leaving it out is a little bit more cool, so let me know what you think. I feel like I would just probably tuck it in. Anyway, I mean, it's good to have options. I can't believe that this top is River Island. I actually cannot believe. This is giving me like Grecian in the modern day, like Grecian goddess in the modern day form of the word. I love it. This is so demure, and I know that that is the word of the moment, but it is. This is like, it's got a real like effortless elegance to it, really paired back, and yet still just a little bit sexy. I paired it with a big work bag, vintage belt, vintage bag. Basically they look vintage shoes, and then just gone for really soft colours and a little bit of anchoring through those tan shades just to complement the ivory. If you're going on holiday, this top with a pair of shorts, black, ivory, blue, oh my goodness, these with like a pair of blue shorts. I think I might have to style it for that way, but it's a really good transitional sort of item as well. Very chic, pair of gold earrings, Chanel bag as well, very, very lovely. It reminds me of Jasmine Tooks. Jasmine Tooks, is that her surname? Jasmine, the really beautiful Victoria's Secret model that I just love. So it gives me sort of her style, which I really, really like. I'll link it down below. Sorry, I had to show it in a slightly more wintry outfit as well. This is a pair of old trousers that I got many, many moons ago that fit really nicely, and I wear them every year. No belt loops, so it keeps it nice and clean. This top over the shoulder as well with a little messy bun, gold earrings. I've gone for my very old Chanel classic flap, and I think this, and also with flats, this is such a lovely like sort of, it could be like quite a cute date night outfit, that kind of thing, and really simple, but it's the draping for me that feels really lovely, so I just wanted to show you it styled like this. My bun is clinging on for dear life, but I had to show you the colour of this top. In fact, this is almost like the same material as the shirt and trouser set that I showed you at the beginning, and I would really like the trousers to match, and I would wear it with this top, but I would also love the shirt and the trousers in this, because it's almost like a greeny gold. It's got such a gorgeous warmth to it. It looks so vintage, like you've just made something out of a vintage scarf. Very, very elegant and paired back, great with a pair of trousers to just like make the top do all the talking. I don't want to do jeans and a nice top. I want to do something a bit more tailored and with a nice top then. So this is it. This is like my dream going for drinks. You know, if I'm going to like a wine bar or something like that, this is it. I'd probably pop either some higher heels or just go with these. These are a little like kitten block heel. So really good for a practical day out. I love it. Okay, we're gonna need this in every single colour, River Island, okay? Because this
is a staple. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking at this thinking, Lydia, this is just your bog standard white round neck top. But oh no, this is the top that answers all of our prayers, because I've not tucked this in. Oh no, no, no. So it means there is no bulk around this area. This is actually elasticated so that it sits where the high-waisted likeness finishes. So this is great for adding like proportion. So if you've got maybe tighter trousers on and you want something looser up top, this is perfect for that, but without adding the bulk. Oh my goodness, this is like a revolutionary style for me. And this is something I would want in jumpers. Like imagine this in a jumper for winter so that you don't get the bulk in your like skirts or your trousers. This is so nice. And again, it's got that really clean contemporary feel to it. And this is one of those basics that I feel like you can, oh my gosh, I love this outfit so much. And this is why choosing a great breadth of accessories, but having a good core wardrobe is so important, because this for me, I mean, maybe it's either the ears or the necklace and not both. This necklace is always a bit Marmite, but I love it with it being more simple, and it creates that sort of rouge, classically simple top, classic trousers. And like, I love the idea of making this a little bit more like Chanel and going back to those more neutral accessories, but you've still got this as a summery end of summer option as well. I can't believe how much I love this top. I looked at it and I was like, that looks like it'll be really good. I don't think I was prepared for quite how incredible it is. I love this so, so much. Well, this is most definitely pre-festive season champagne inspiration, because this is the most beautiful champagne top I think I have ever seen. I love this off-shoulder detail, and it's got covered buttons. You have no idea how much covered buttons make me so happy. I paired it with black trousers again, but I've also gone for 2 different shoes to show you how this can be a more daytime sort of chic look like that, or we can have a little bit of fun with some heels. Obviously you don't have to do the toe clips, you can take the toe clips? Shoe clips. In fact, this top with some matching relaxed trousers, oh gosh, the colours are spectacular. These richer, they really thought about the palette being those more higher end colours and tones, the ivories, the champagnes, the chocolates, so good. And of course, we have a little something for the evergreen girlies. If you loved the first 2-piece, which I've not shut up about, but you want something a little bit more lighter, touch of femininity, the broderie on this is so pretty and just adds such a lovely detail to what would be a shirt and loose trouser. Again, this is so comfortable, it's like wearing pajamas. I cannot put into words how wonderful this is. And it is so good for this time of year. If you're someone that like works from home, I find having like a bandeau top underneath, because the weather's so interchangeable, sometimes it can be really warm. If you're in and out of the house all the time, it's so good to have an overshirt like this and some trousers, so you can just get outside. If you get too hot, you can take it off. And this is like my favourite way to dress. It is so practical, especially when I'm working from home, because it looks like a chic outfit, but it also feels like pajamas. So it's a good one for travel as well, if you're someone that doesn't really like to travel in like tracksuits and leggings and things like that. I've never really been that type of person. So something that's comfortable but looks really nice as well and still feels quite effortless, I really love. This is the most beautiful sagey green, and I think this is just perfect with neutral kind of accessories. You can go goldie, if not you can go pearls, something a bit more traditional, but the length is perfection. I just think this is so, so wonderful. So I'll link everything down below. Let me know which one was your favourite though, because I feel like I'm just like, I can't actually think. I can't decide, but I am going to put on my chocolate 2-piece again because I don't want to ruin anything, just wearing things for the sake of it. But this is getting worn tomorrow, you know. Also, by the way, just as like a bit of a holiday vibe as well, this would be great to throw on over a bikini. You could wear it open with the bikini top. There's so many different ways to wear this. So yeah, I think this is very versatile.
I will link absolutely everything down below from River Island. There is a lot going on downstairs. Like I said, we have a shoot here tomorrow and we want it to be kind of quite seasonless. So we're having a bit of a refresh in the house, and I have the wonderful Rebecca Masala here as well. You'll know Rebecca, she's done a few of my wreaths over the years. I always choose Rebecca for flowers whenever I'm sending them to Carrie as well, because I know that Carrie absolutely loves Rebecca's flowers so much. She does them so like beautifully, and she's very good at, like, if you give her a brief, she gets it perfect. Like, she can send flowers to someone like me who is like very neutral and natural and whimsical, and then she can do flowers for someone like Carrie who's very colourful and wonderful. She actually did my old assistant's wedding as well, so she's like multi-talented. And whilst Gemma is enjoying a very well-earned holiday, Rebecca is here helping me get the house ready as well. So it's so lovely for Rebecca to be recommended by Gemma as well, but also to work with someone that I already know on this. And she is mid-refresh downstairs. She's changing up the hops and putting in something quite new and fresh. Well, it's still hops, but I had no idea that I had hops blindness. I didn't know that was a thing, but I know that that's a big thing on TikTok. Like, what's my blindness? Is it my brows? Don't answer that. I didn't realise how orange they had gone. And now, seeing Rebecca working her magic. Welcome to the vlog. And look how green they are. Oh my gosh, they look so, so good. Oh, wow.
Refresh.
Yes, a nice little refresh there. And do you know what it is? Because the colours in this kitchen are sort of like a grey green, when you add greenery to it, it makes the colour pop a little bit better and brings it out. And I've only really noticed that from you changing these hops like that. They look so good. So, so good. And then we have lots of little bits and pieces over here as well. Lots of little pots and things that we have some very naughty sausage dogs wrestling in the living room as well. Pots everywhere and lots of greenery, freshness. I love this. Oh, I love this fern.
Yeah, it's an outdoor fern.
Wow. It almost reminds me of thyme a little bit. Like, yeah, that softer green. It's so pretty. So yes, I like this one too. This is like a fluffy little. Yeah, so you've got different ones here for indoors and outdoors as well. Oh, amazing. Gorgeous. We've got lots of ivy. I love ivy. And then this planter has been freshly planted up as well to go on the terrace. Lots of little herbs, a little bit of basil in there. Oh, perfect. So Rebecca's going to be working very hard in here today, but it already looks wonderful. You could just stop there, to be honest. Yeah, I love it. I love nothing more than getting lots of things ticked off a list. And we've had this roll of, what would you call this?
Gripper, what do you call it? It's like an underlay.
Yeah, underlay. It's like an underlay for rugs. Obviously, I have these gorgeous runners from Alternative Flooring in my dressing room, and we've never put this underneath, and it definitely needs something to hold it in place because it does move quite a lot. So Ali is going to be doing this for me and making sure that everything...
Powder on the floor.
That's my Falula powder.
Yeah.
That's what the spot where I do my Falula powdering.
Lovely. But I need to powder it, it's really dusty. Tricky as I thought. Ready? Yeah. You do one go.
Hold on, I'm coming in.
That's it, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, it's all good under there.
Right, so come to me slightly. About there. Right, drop the middle down first. Into the middle of the floor, yeah, that's that. And then...
Ooh. The precision. Yeah. One more to go. You know I love a good organise, and it is nothing, there is nothing that sets me up better for the season ahead than organising and putting things in places and filing things away. And we are currently working on the dreaded cupboard at the back at the moment, but really making good progress with things and sorting things out. Boots all have their boot trees in them, riding gear, or they will probably relocate that somewhere. At the moment, we'll sort through the rail of doom. This is like new in stuff, things that need to be filed away, that kind of thing.
I'm sorting through hair tools at the moment, filing away projects like my stock of my Swede collaboration, and then obviously like extras of Evergreen and things like that, beauty products that I have out, and I'm just working on my hair tools section because I have like a reserve one down here. And then I have the ones that I'm using every single day. So I'm going to sort of twizzle all of these up and get these filed away as well. I will never be able to put into words what it does to my brain just organising my things and having a real good look at them, because I don't know if you're at this moment in time and you're a bit sort of like overwhelmed or something like that. I have found that setting aside a day to organise in this way, especially at the turn of a season, it just calms my brain. So if you're in a bit of a funk, if things feel like stuff is everywhere, I urge you to take one room if you can right now. I know you're going to be watching this, if you're someone that watches it straight away, you're going to be watching this at like 7 o'clock. So it might be a bit late, but if you can take maybe like a smaller room in your house, like a bathroom, and just blitz it. The mental clarity that it gives you in order to tackle tasks moving forward, I will never be able to put into words. I feel like I'm able to make more sense of things and really focus on what's ahead. It's a great way to finish the season, and especially now you're going to be looking at starting to bring certain parts of your wardrobe out that I, for the first time ever, packed away this year. So being able to look at things holistically, because you may find yourself taking those things out of storage and going, do you know what? I've actually got more of what I need here now, and just playing it that sort of way. So I feel like I'm able to now go and style some of the house up now. Now, I wouldn't normally style the house for the end of the season. This is an exceptional circumstance. So I would say that this is hopefully not me inspiring you to style your home for the end of summer. Please do wait for when we go for the autumn styling, because that's more what I would do. I like to have a bit of a seasonal refresh, and I will be using a lot of the things that I've put in today to style the house throughout autumn as well, but it's because we have a photo shoot. We have a photo shoot this week, and then we have another one next week, both at the house. It's the third, this will be the second of 3 shoots that we have at the house, so there's a lot going on. But the pots and everything have been dropped off, and it's down to me to now delegate. I'm going to be styling up the greenhouse, and lots of bits to do. But what I would say is you're unlikely to be doing a photo shoot like me. So if you're in a bit of a funk, but you're wanting to start the next season on the right foot, I would sit down and write down a few areas that you want to organise and get on top of, that you think is going to be manageable for you in the run up to the forthcoming season. And I promise you, just devoting some evenings, that kind of thing, to actually getting those things done will provide you with so much motivation to get more things done. If you want any seasonal prompts or anything like that, obviously my book Evergreen, I feel like it comes into its own in autumn. It's a really special month for me, and I know that it's touched a lot of you as well. So yes, I'll link my book down below if you're wanting to get a bit of a seasonal refresh in there. But hopefully I'll have lots of tips in this video as well. Well, I am mid-styling in the kitchen, and this one has just rocked in with an end of summer harvest from the bees. I love these jars. Where did you get them from?
Amazon.
Oh, they're so good. They say homemade on them. This has made Ali's ability to harvest the honey so much easier. But what you haven't seen is that we have all of this already jarred and ready to go. So we've got all of this as well. Wow, we are definitely making up for last year with all of this. It's incredible. Really? Wow, I love these jars as well. They're so nice.
Got 4 of them.
You won't fill all 4 of them though.
That is just 2 frames.
Wow.
Full honey.
2 frames?
There's
oh my
7
goodness.
frames per hive.
Wow.
I haven't got a full second, but I'll get.
Got you.
I reckon I'll get one and a bit more of these.
Wow.
But all of this came from one colony.
One hive?
Yeah.
Wow.
the one that was like full.
Full, oh my goodness, the grumpy hive.
Yeah.
I have been busy out here planting veg for autumn, but also styling up my greenhouse, and I wanted it to look much more like a greenhouse today, and make sure that it all looked lovely in here as well. So I've got some marrows that I grew on the table. Then we have an explosion of paraphernalia, just all styled up really, really beautifully. It took me quite a long time, and I needed a little bit of help with moving things, but we got there and I think it looks really lovely. What I want to do is add a little evergreen to the book stand up there and pop it somewhere on the staging table up there. I don't want it to look too clean in here because we're shooting in here. I want it to look realistic and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's been a busy day in the greenhouse, and I have to also admit that this has been the hardest year of growing that I have ever had. With the chickens and the weather, I have really struggled, and I do think that we have had to accept that we will be needing to pop a fence around the kitchen garden, just a low one, and I'd like to use like wobbly wood and that kind of thing, just to case the kitchen garden in, because they destroy everything. So just to give you an insight, these were my winter radishes and onions, and they have all been ripped apart. So it is down to Ali to replant using plugs, because this made me very, very sad coming out here yesterday. But Gramps' tomatoes are coming in hot. We've got lots of golden courgettes. I'd definitely grow them again. More tomatoes over here. Some of my crown princes. We've got lots of crown princes coming in. We've got this little guy here. This guy doing really, really well. And this guy as well. More coming in here. My raspberries are about to take over though, and we also have another one just through there. I love crown princes. They just are they're one of my favourite things to grow. I can't actually remember what these are now, which is very sad, but we shall find out. Like I said, lots of courgettes coming in that I desperately need to harvest, and I've done really well with my kale as well. Now we have some pak choy in here and some winter cabbages, yes. So, and the corn taking its sweet time, but getting much better every single day. I don't think I've ever seen a more wholesome view in our kitchen. So Ali has harvested another 3 of these huge jars of honey. One of them he's keeping an eye on just because he's just a little bit unsure about the moisture temperature, the moisture levels in the honey, but we know for sure that this one and this one are perfect. Also, I showed on my Instagram that I was blackberry picking in our garden the other day, and lots of people ask me what I do with the blackberries. I'm very precious over things that I pick from the land where we live, and so I always instantly freeze my blackberries down, and I freeze them into a few little individual bags because I'll often use these in cakes. I'll do a lemon and blackberry cake, which I just love, and I really wish I'd had time to make one today because I've got lemons from my lemon trees and it would have been perfect, but I just don't think I have the time today. But this is what I do. Lots of questions about it. I just pop them into freezer bags, just generally distribute them to evenly. And then the good thing about blackberries is you can kind of break bits off as well. If you only want a few to pop into a cake or a few with your cereal in the morning, you can just break little bits off, and I just find them really, really handy like this. But it's also really good to prepare like blackberry crumble and things like that for Christmas. And freeze those down because they'll keep in the freezer for ages, but this way it just means that I can do what I want with them, which is really nice. It really does feel like summer though in our house when we're just almost like harvesting everything and cultivating everything from the hard work that we've done in the garden over the last like few seasons. But Oh, I wish I'd had more from my kitchen garden this year, I really do. But all is not lost. We've got some things in there that are still doing really well. My husband has just moonied me. That's what it's like to be married to a 12-year-old. Moonied me. Look at him. Sat outside, not a care in the world, and he just got up and moonied me. Ali is actually mid-sterilising more of the jars for the honey, and I love that he's got these green lids for the honey this year. They look so good with the stickers that I had made. Jars in the oven, ready to go. Just look at this. You're going to have to let me know which one's your favourite. So this is the From Our Kitchen Garden, the Millen Gordon's little sort of botanical floral sticker. Hold on, you can't let me see that. It's not in focus. So this has got the gold foiling on it, and it's just so pretty. And we want to put either a bit of linen or some brown paper and twine around the top. But then we also have my little greenhouse, which this is the Live Simply, Bloom Wildly Kitchen Garden sticker. So this has no gold foiling on it. And if you see the texture on these stickers, oh, that just makes me want to dribble. It really does. The one thing I am sad about though is that we do not have a big pile of eggs right here, because we hosted quite a lot over the weekend. We had Alfie, Ken, Graham, Carrie, her partner, all here, and that meant a lot of eggs were scrambled, and so we're a bit depleted at the moment, which is really sad because I would have loved a little tower of eggs. Oh, I would have loved that. As you can see from Ali sitting outside, it is not quite have the fire on weather yet, but it is definitely attempt to finish your book weather instead. I've got about a third of the Salt Path left to finish, and this was a book that I tried to read during lockdown and failed because it starts off it's quite like a hard beginning, listening to these people losing essentially everything, and I think that was one of my biggest fears during lockdown, was like losing everything. And whilst I don't share that fear anymore, it's one of those things that if you're not in the right headspace, I just kind of got a few pages in and I was like, this is a bit heavy, I need something that's going to transport me away, not increase my worries. So I'm giving it another go and I'm really enjoying it, but I'm looking forward to it. It's just sort of getting to the point where they're starting to see the positivity in their journey. So yeah. However, these two roughhouses are always attempting to smother me and each other. Porter, I can't read if you're if you're like that. Okay, my love. Okay. Oh, Barkley. Enough. Barkley, stop licking my trousers. Ugh. Ali is using his very sophisticated technology of the speed and agility, but also the dining chairs as his props.
Yeah, I could probably do with like a slightly more cooler looking setup. Like if I was to have like a metal frame with like wooden accents, and then I could have it so like this was fixed in properly, and then I had a detachable filter section.
Why don't you make one?
I could put chicken wire
Are you not?
I love chicken wire out. I'm too tired of what chicken's got to do with these.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Are you not going to use the last of that honey?
Yes, I'm just.
That's in the jar.
Don't want to get to what happens when I run out of jars, because I poured that last little bit in.
Okay.
I mean, that should be okay to be fair.
So what Ali was just saying to me is that this is just one of those jars, and these are all the jars that you've got, the mini ones, aren't they? So you're going to have to order more.
Huh?
You're going to have to order more of these jars.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to bed now, so I'm going to let the sausage dogs in. Also, Ali has just let me know that he has registered for Oasis tickets. Now, we never...
Which is also why this is a little bit late in the schedule.
So we never do this. We're not huge like concert goers. However,
I rarely go.
Yeah.
I've been to like a handful of concerts in my life. I'd go to this one.
yes, I think Oasis for us is like a bit of an iconic one from our youth, and I think we'd really like to go to that. So yes, he's registered us for tickets. I think we'll have a good time. How many do you have to register for? How many you wanted?
You can only register for 4. They're going to be like hotcakes.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
It's going to be like Swifty all over again.
Yeah, this is gonna Swifty for millennials.
For like the, yeah.
Come on, small stuff. In you come. Good boy.
Insert the small stuff.
In your bed. In your bed. In your bed. Barky. Barky. Come on. In your bed. Come on, Smallie.
Well, that is a real good effort.
Come on. You're not going in the living room. That's not where your bed is. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Come on, Smallie. Come on. Come on. In your bed. Come on. Come on. In your bed. In your bed. Come, Bucky. In your bed. Good boys. Good boys. Good boy. So they have this cute little bed down here, and it's so funny. We put this little gate across just so that they don't get up in the night and wander around or eat Lumi's food. But when Porter decides he wants to get up in the morning, he lets himself out and just pushes the gate open and comes round to the side of the bed and says good morning to me. He just lets himself out. Good morning. It is Wednesday and I am up getting ready for today's shoot. I have washed my hair and have just been trialling the new GHD Chronos. Chronos, let me know in the comments. You know how I said I would be the judge of how good these are? Oh my gosh, I was actually not prepared. And I love the fact that I can just show you. Because usually I would have to go over the same section of hair so many times. And that is just not the case with this. It smoothed things out so much quicker than my old ones. I actually didn't think it was possible. Like, I'm always a bit skeptical when someone brings out a new version of something that like we know and love. One pass. One pass. I have no words. Obviously I go over a second time just to curl it, but that's only at the ends. It is absolutely unreal. I found my other one in the end and I'm just not using it now because this is so good, so quick, so easy, so smooth. I love it. Well, famous, I don't know if it's famous last words or they're making me eat my words, but yeah, we're changing over to a new GHD. I've not actually had my nails done for this shoot. I didn't have enough time to get them done. But I've been trialing, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been trialing going completely like colour free on my nails. I don't know whether this is like a season of change or what, but I don't even know if I might just start having like manicures and not having any colour on my nails, because I've been thinking about this for a while in terms of like colours and things like that and how long it takes to have them done and how you've got to take time out of your day. And then I was served a video on TikTok, I think it was Valeria Pavetsky's video, where she was like, my mind is so clear now that I don't have my nails done. And it was like, oh my gosh, yeah, there's so much that you have to think about to have your nails done all the time. Now, there's also the argument in my sake that when I didn't have my nails done professionally, I would often think about how bad my nails looked. And when you're like filming content or capturing whatever, it's sort of like a catch-22. So you still, I say I would still need to upkeep my
nails, but perhaps just like little manicures here and there that aren't going to take up like hours and hours of my time. Who knows? But it could very well be a season of change when it comes to like beauty and what I do for beauty and things like that. So who knows? But anyway, I'm getting ready for the shoot. I've done my makeup myself, I'm doing my hair myself, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing at this stage, but we shall find out in the final shots.
Both feet on the floor stuff, and then just one foot up. And we'll see how the skirt is, because actually it's gorgeous, full length standing, but it's something which makes me want to sit with you.
Yeah,
I don't know
totally. Actually, we'll just go for.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. This is really random. Don't move anything. Just your right foot. I just want you to go like that and stick it out a bit.
Yeah.
Awesome. And this is a bit strange as well, but just put your right hand on your hip. These are big shapes.
So terrible with both.
Don't worry.
Left and right.
Don't change anything. Just turn your right hand upside down. Yeah, and keep it all there. Can you now just fake me your left foot? I want to see your toes of your left foot somehow.
Like that?
Yeah, you've done it. Great, don't you? You didn't tell her I was bossy, did you? She's like, oh,
no, I love bossy.
this is awesome. Right, you've got another, we're coming back,
Sit
Patty.
straight.
There's another little job for you now. I want you to memorise everything that's happening, where your foot is, where your hand is, and where your other hand is, and which foot's up, because we're going to come forward now.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
off you get.
Yes, hair is not right.
I mean, that's the kind of lift
Yeah.
I think looks awesome, but if it's too much for you, then, you know...
No, I love
do
the
you know what
lift.
I mean?
It's just the top of my hair's not right.
Sure.
And I think I
Okay.
just needed a brush down.
Yeah, sure,
love the
yeah,
lift.
sure. This is great though. You're in quite a big shape, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And one thing about Charlotte's placement...
Gorgeous.
See, that's just it. Sometimes the waft is
Yeah, the
better
waft
than
is-
better than the hairdryer. That's nice as well.
Yeah.
I like you not, you know, the non-full happy as well. It's good. Keep there for a sec.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Can you do me one little waft? Look at something a tiny bit higher. There. There we go. And now look at me.
Good boy, Porty, your time is shining.
Your way one little
We're nearly
place.
done. Hello. Hey, baby. Hello.
Hello,
You've
Porty
got
bird.
one strand hanging down. I don't mind it, but just so you know, yeah, lovely. Okay. And here we go. Just walk that way a tiny bit before we start. Here we go. Great. Nice.
Hello, baby.
Come on, Porty, Porty.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Lovely hair.
You look great. Tell me when you're up, Patty.
Yes.
Jessie J. Yes, Jessie J.
I mean, you
Oh, I
know,
love that.
don't judge my tunes. I'm not sure.
No judgment here.
Turn a little that way because that's your side.
This way.
Stop there. That's awesome. And then just boom down, please. And just walk with a tiny bit from there. As in.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, these work.
Wow, Liz, amazing.
Chicken catcher.
Ideally, it would be Jemima.
Not that you've got a
I
favourite.
don't think no, she's not my favourite. I just think she just looks more like a chicken.
Now you're shaming your chickens.
Or
We embrace all shapes and sizes of chicken.
Beatrix would be fantastic, as long as she's not got feet.
Some chickens are more photogenic than others.
And that's the thought of the day.
Yeah, lovely. Oh, these are beautiful. Chicken looks like a chicken, I can confirm.
Chicken is chickening.
Hello.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, yeah, lovely.
Amazing, thank you. Thanks, Sally. Exceptional.
I work with animals all the
Yeah,
time.
well,
Yeah.
you sir.
Don't talk about your wife like that.
at down the screen. How lovely is that shot?
Yeah, it's
Your
gorgeous.
styling is perfection.
No, Lyd styled it. I was in here, we made sure it was all cleared out, and then because of the spiders and everything, she was like, let's put that one there. And then at one point Big Bertha ran out. When Big Bertha ran out yesterday, she did.
Where is Big Bertha now?
Love the framing on that.
Well, what a day. I am pooped. But it was such an incredible day, like really efficient, so easygoing. And I actually might think that I have the biggest like professional human to human crush on Dan Kennedy. What a wonderful person to work with. Just such a lovely, lovely, lovely energy to work with. I think we just had the loveliest day. Good chats over lunch as well. But it is always nice to get to the end of a shoot day and already be home. I genuinely can't put that into words. And I've changed into another of my favourite sets. I am honestly just living in these. This is my dream outfit. Just so comfortable and yet still feeling so put together. Ali and I got to shoot together as well. So do a bit of a like studio shoot. And it's kind of got me thinking about the area downstairs and like my office and what it can be used for and that kind of thing. And I'm trying to think about a way to have the setup that I had before, in that there's nice sofas and chairs, but somehow building in a way to almost have a bit of a studio there should we need it and should we need any shoots, because it would save us a lot of money instead of like renting a studio, but also just for like content and things like that, it'd be quite nice to just be able to set up and have a bit of a studio space, I guess. But yeah, it's definitely something to think about nonetheless. But I am still in full kind of end of summer mode today. Ali is still harvesting from the bees and jarring up the honey. I've got to kind of think about decoration, because I'm pretty sure in one of my Amazon orders I've got like all of the bits and pieces coming to like decorate the jars, because we take such great pride in like putting these things together, because they are our gifts that we end up giving quite a lot of people that we care about. So because I don't think you could get anything that has more love put into it than our honey, and so it's our favorite gift to like give. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about today. But I also very much want to get making some, I need to put some courgettes to good use, and I also need to start using some of my kale up. And I think tomorrow I might bake a cake. I haven't really baked this year. I think it's been quite a hectic year, and I really haven't been baking my lemon drizzle cake, and I feel like I've lost my confidence with it. And it's just such a summery cake, and I get to use some of the blackberries. So yeah, I think I might try and do that tomorrow at some stage as well. I also didn't show you all of the finishing touches around the house. These two little pots are making me very, very happy. It's amazing what two little pots on a drop cloth wall can do for you. Honestly, everyone walks into my house and they're like, what colour is this? It is definitely my favourite colour from Farrow & Ball, 110%. It is so soft and so demure and so demurtsy. On the table down here, we have a really lovely fern and ivy planter, and also on their slightly last legs, some beautiful roses from Sinead Keary. Oh, just, they look so beautiful. White roses are always my favourite. But I also realised that I didn't really show you what was going on in the kitchen. So we have fresh hops on the hob, and we also have random potted herbs. We've got some parsley, some basil here. This little vignette here is making me so happy. This is like a wild and wonderful ivy coming out of here with some hops as well. It just looks so imperfect and yet so wonderful. And then the table is making me very, very happy. So we've used an old H&M tablecloth and used it as a runner, so it's all just crumpled and beautiful. And then a few little potted herbs and bud vases in here, some parsley, some mint, some rosemary. And then just an assortment of crockery. I just think it looks lovely. Bowls for bits and pieces and all of that good stuff. It just looks so, so lovely in here. Now we are actually losing the impact of everything in the living room at the moment because we are now prepping for the next shoot. But this ivy planter, oh my gosh, it's just so perfect. Little shallow ivy planter number, but also many different pots that I didn't know we needed on the mantle, but now I can't live without them. Goodness me, well, I've spent the evening loving my sausage dogs on the sofa for as long as possible, and then I decided that it was about time that I came upstairs and actually did a little bit more in terms of planning for the end of summer and just working through all of the things that I kind of want to get done between now and when autumn starts. So I've got a bit of a list. It's not hugely long at the moment, but I actually think it's probably going to be quite a lot of work to get done between now and my next sort of planning. But I obviously want to have things in my mind, so I don't want to be chasing my tail when it comes to autumn decor and how the house is going to look and things like that. So just looking for inspiration. Sometimes I think that you don't want to force it when it comes to like decorating your home, but I would urge you, if you have the like time and the ability to do a little bit of a refresh of your home for each season, because I feel like we get really excited about Christmas and it's because our homes feel like sparkly and shiny and lovely, but I take so much joy from doing that most seasons as well. And it doesn't have to be loads of things. It can be like choosing a special candle for that season, or just changing up the foliage. I always like to go for like potted things and things that will last, especially in autumn, because autumn's like the like harvest season. I think having dried things always works really well. You can get preserved things. Those are really good options. So it's just some things to think about, and if you haven't done it before but you're really into like your home and that kind of thing, even just something as simple as getting a wreath, it's good to start planning ahead, because when it arrives and you put it up at the first sign of sort of like autumn, oh, it's just wonderful. The other thing that I have to think a little bit more about this season is like how I've been doing things when it comes to health, because the days are going to get shorter, so it means the ability to get outside is going to get less and less. There will be no sort of riding in the evenings anymore because it will be dark, and things like that have to be considered. So I've got to sort of work around what's going to be feasible, safe and manageable for me. Also like the seasonality of produce and things like that, just to keep things in mind when I'm shopping, and recipes, hearty recipes, because I always see the coming 2 seasons as like a bit of a hibernation for humans. We don't necessarily go out as much, and apart from in the Christmas months, of course, but we're not saying the C word in an official sense right now because it's not even autumn yet. But yeah, just things to think about in terms of how my health journey that I've gone on since January is going to evolve into the season next, because obviously I've been going to Pilates, reformer Pilates twice a week, classical Pilates once, and then running. It may take a little bit of changing. It's something I've got to think about. Content planning for the end of the season and also for the coming season, something I like to do. Think about things that are going to be helpful, inspirational. If you have any videos that you want to see, please let me know. I've got a few jotted down here as well that I would like to do. That's across like all platforms as well. I obviously need to pack away those real key summer wardrobe things. and make space for my autumn winter wardrobe, which tends to be a little bit bulkier. I obviously had a clear out at the beginning of this video, but like just really considering what am I likely going to need when it comes to if I'm traveling, and keeping those out, but packing anything away that I'm unlikely to need for the coming season. And then I sort of fell down a rabbit hole and found myself on the Hermes website. Because I was thinking about my capsule wardrobes that I've been building, and I really feel like even in this video where you've seen like my capsule accessories wardrobes, I mean, you've seen how easy it is for my little edits of accessories to feed into new pieces in my wardrobe and new styles and new colours, because I've thought really hard about them. And so I'm thinking about potentially adding a few bits and pieces to my accessories wardrobe. And I was on the Hermes website and found a belt, which I think I'm going to order anyway, that goes with my Nata Mini Kelly. I've also, my tan Oran sandals are breaking in many places. I don't know if I've got them here. Yeah, I do have them here to show you. Because I have lovingly worn them so much, the sole is actually, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but it's actually coming away there. And it is also cracked in many places, many places. And just, they've seen better days. I'll still wear them, but I'll probably have these as like my rough and ready ones, and just get myself a new pair, because the fact that the sole is coming away is worrying me a little bit about wearing it out and about. This one's not so bad, but that one is really bad. So I've got some tan Oran sandals in there. I've also got some beige ones because Lauren had a really lovely pair on when we were away. And then I've got a white pair. And then I was picking out my peekaboo, and I think that there is an accessories, mini accessories capsule wardrobe in this bag. It's such a gorgeous colour, and it's actually one of the best made Fendi peekaboos I've ever seen. Like, this was a cut above any of the others that I had. And so I am thinking about trying to order some orange sandals, and they've got a few different options. So I've also got the white ones because I've seen a few people with the white Oran sandals too. And then they've got the Julia sandals in noir with gold hardware. And they just, there's a few options. The only one I don't think I need is the Orans with the stitching. No, I'm not gonna go for those. I think I'm being, and I'll probably send some of these back because I've got the Oasis in the Rose de Bois de Santal, and then I've got the Oran in the Rouge Écarlate. So they're two little orangey options, and beige Natura in the Oran sandals as well. So yeah, that was what got me thinking, because I really feel like these little mini accessories, capsule wardrobes are really serving me well with the styles that I wear, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So yeah, it got me thinking about potentially things to add to my summer wardrobe in the next season, like when it's next year, but also just things moving forward as well. So there are a few things. I can't wait to get like cracking on home and organisation in other areas. I need to obviously start with a number of things downstairs, just to bring you up to speed, that the gym is like pretty much almost completely finished, other than like buying some new gym equipment. And some curtains, and okay, so there's a lot missing, but it looks really good. So I will update you on that at some point as well. I'm waiting to have a colour appointment with Farrow & Ball in order to help me decide on the colour for my office and for the club room, because I don't want to make mistakes with that. And then I'm hoping to book a fabric appointment with a place that does like sort of consultations, just so I'm sure that everything is like done properly. And that's that. So that is my end of summer sort of planning and homemaking and style making and all of the stuff that I enjoy doing, whilst also feeding in a little bit of life
into that as well. But yes, I think I will leave this video here. Also, I've been the comfiest person, and Ali complimented me on my little set earlier. I think these are the kinds of things that he wishes he had as well, like just a shirt and loose trousers to just waltz around in. So whenever I wear them, he's like, "Ooh, that's quite nice." But anyway, I'm gonna get lost into the world of the Emma's website again. So I will link everything in the description box down below. And if you've got any things that you're doing in terms of finishing off things for summer, like wrapping things up, let me know in the comments. But also, as I always say, you don't have to start your like end of summer plans now. I am someone that really sees the end of August as almost the start of autumn. It's when I start planning, it's when I start moving into that in terms of my wardrobe. I don't set the rules on these things. I just work to how my internal like body clock feels, and it's nice. It feels very natural. It feels like a nice movement into things. It gives me enough time to plan and think about these things in a little bit more depth. But you can do this as and when you like fancy it. You don't have to dance to the beat of my drum. You can save this video and watch it in September, on September the 21st, whenever you want to do it. You can do that, but I would say that for me, I really start feeling autumnal like around about this sort of time. And so wrapping up my summer in terms of like a chapter in my life or a section of my book, shameless plug, evergreen, then it works really well for me. But I don't set the rules. Everything will be linked down below. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.